This is your CBS 46 News Update, brought to you by West Shore Home.
I'm Rick FOLBAUM. Right now, the Gulf Coast bracing for another massive storm. ZETA is expected to make landfall near New Orleans later this week. Chief Meteorologist Jennifer Valdez tracking the storm and the big impacts it's going to bring to Atlanta this week. Jen.
And it is making landfall late tomorrow as a hurricane, and it will quickly move towards North Georgia. Because it's moving so fast, it will still have tropical storm force winds, or at least close to it, as it makes its way over our area. We'll start to see the outer bands after midnight tonight with off and on rain on Wednesday. The biggest impacts will be Thursday morning. That's when we will see the tropical storm force winds and the heavy downpours. All of metro Atlanta under a tropical storm watch, and it really includes areas north and west of I-85. The tropical storm watch continues through 11 a.m. Thursday, and it's going to be that Thursday morning time frame from about 4 or 5 a.m. till 11 a.m. that we will see the strongest winds and heavy downpours. 2 to 4 inches of rain expected, with wind gusts up to 40 and 50 miles an hour. So trees down, power lines down possible. Because of that, we will be in storm mode Wednesday and Thursday as ZETA approaches.
This is what the hurricane looked like when it hit Mexico. The wind reaching up to 80 miles an hour, a Category 1 hurricane. ZETA is expected to travel through the Gulf, making its way to Louisiana on Thursday, as Jen said. And already Louisiana's governor is issuing an emergency declaration, and more than 1,000 National Guardsmen have been activated. And take a look at this. This is Mississippi. People are preparing there. Sandbag stations have been set up so residents can begin to protect their homes from possible flooding. Now to campaign 2020 and Democratic presidential hopeful Joe Biden, hoping to turn the Georgia blue, holding 2 campaign events here in the Peach State today. He started this afternoon in Warm Springs, a small town in South Georgia. Right now, the former vice president is in South Fulton, where he's hosting a drive-in rally. Mr. Biden's opponent, President Trump, also getting some representation in the Peach State today. Georgia Governor Brian Kemp holding a Make America Great Again rally in Talbot County. The governor, along with top state Republican officials, gathered for the so-called MAGA meetup. About 200 people showed up. Georgians continue, meantime, to vote at a record pace. So far, a staggering 3 million voters in our state have already cast their ballots. An estimated 500,000 voters have requested absentee ballots but haven't yet turned them in. And Georgia's Secretary of State says that at this point, it's best, if you're doing that mail-in, actually not to rely on the Postal Service and instead to put it in a drop box.
Your best option is to vote your ballot and deliver it to one of the county election drop boxes.
Early voting in Georgia ends Friday. The Secretary of State says if you plan to vote early, the sooner you can get it done, the better. He expects the lines to get longer later this week.
This has been your personal news update from CBS 46 News, brought to you by West Shore Home, Atlanta's one-day bath remodeler.